LinkedIn for AI leaders. We are coming. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay. All right, so hello everyone and welcome to LinkedIn for AI leaders. I already spoke with so many bright minds here during the networking session, during the coffee break and lunch, and there was one question that a lot of people asked me, and it's, Marie, what do you do here in Lisbon in this AI Lisbon Summit? And I told them one thing, because I'm actually not coming from marketing field, even though I help AI leaders to do marketing and to be visible, but I'm coming from IT engineering background, like you. So I speak the same language like you. 6 years ago, I graduated from IT. I actually was really good in Python. That time it was not that much famous. Probably if I would be graduating now from Python, then market would be open for me, but what actually happened was that I ended up unemployed because there was one skill that they didn't teach me at university, that it's number one in 21st century and in 2026 and forward. And it's marketing, because you can build the most amazing application, you can have brilliant idea, you can be the best engineer, you can be on the train with AI, but if you don't know how to market yourself and your idea and you don't have traffic, then probably nobody will buy. And this is what I want to tell you during today's keynote about LinkedIn for AI leaders. Because And lots of people, especially in the US, so I live in US, in Miami, Florida, and in US, marketing is #1 in many companies. It's all about visibility, and I want to bring it into this room today so that you are not the victim of your own field and you understand the principles of marketing. And I will not want you to dance on TikTok. I will not want to speak about lifestyle on Instagram. We're gonna use for this professional platform, which is LinkedIn. We use LinkedIn for really many different reasons in the AI companies, in tech companies, being expansion abroad, hiring new talents, also doing lead generation, finding clients, and much more. And this we're gonna discuss today. I know that a lot of people, they tell you on the stage, just, take your phone into the bucket and listen to me. No, I want you to take out your phone and I want you to look at also your LinkedIn page when I will be sharing different things. I want you to take screenshots. I want you to take photos of the slides because there will be a lot of practical things that you can already apply tomorrow on your LinkedIn profile. So don't hesitate to take photos, record. You can tag AI Lisbon Summit on Instagram or on LinkedIn, and also me, Marie Olivi. And who is on LinkedIn? Please raise your hand. All right, I see that the whole room actually raised their hand, so that's great. I'm in the right room. I want to just upgrade a bit of your skills, how you can use it much better. How many of you is business owners, CEO, founders? I guess that you rather prefer this one, right? Not this picture. So, all right, because we are specializing, our marketing agency is specializing on CEO, on founders. We also help employees, we help AI leaders, tech leaders, but mainly CEOs and founders from the company. So this is the main reason why I asked to see how should I actually change my rhetoric. But at the beginning, I want to tell you a bit about me, Marie Olivi, who is actually talking to you right now. So I'm #1 in Czech Republic in terms of the LinkedIn creator. You can find all of these statistics on Fabicon, is publicly available. Also 1% content creator on LinkedIn worldwide. Usually how influencers or how content creators are evaluated by Fabicon or influencer. If you actually want to have the social selling and to sell people, it's usually a ratio between followers and engagement, meaning that you take the likes and comments. If somebody on LinkedIn has 35K of followers, but they have 1 like from Philippines, then probably they are not monetizing their LinkedIn profile and their LinkedIn page, and this is how actually all of these statistics are made. During the 6 years, so since I actually graduated from this beautiful AI engineering, which I use until today even in my company, so we are driven by AI, but then I formed marketing agency to help other smart people so that they can actually also market their own skills and their own companies and to help smart people to be visible and not to focus on mainstream McDonald's and Coca-Cola and others. And I already told you, IT engineering also with diplomacy. So when I actually graduated in 2019, nobody knew about who I am. And since then, we actually worked, when I formed my marketing agency, we worked with lots of different companies and people. We actually work with European Commission, where we help them to be visible on LinkedIn. Also eMerge, which is one of the biggest tech conference in the US in Miami. Also collaboration with NATO, with Vault 26, and many other different companies and CEO founders that you can find the reviews online. Why I'm saying this? I'm not saying it to actually brag here how amazing we are, how great things we have built. I'm saying this because AI changed everything what we know about content creation. And you might be employee, you might be CEO, you might be founder, and you hear all the time yeah, we need to do content, we need to do this. But AI changed everything from scratch because everyone simply have access to it. So everyone can become the content creator. Everyone can generate posts within 3 seconds. They can write article within 5 seconds, and they can even create the content without hiring new designer, without hiring ghostwriters, and much more. So if everybody can create content, what does it mean for you to get traffic and to get visibility out there, and especially on LinkedIn? Because content is no longer advantage for companies and for you to actually generate this traffic. And you might know that you might have website, either for your side hustle, for your company, or your company has website. And you might know that it just hears crickets if you don't have the traffic, if you don't pay advertisement, if you don't do something with it. But your LinkedIn can be actually your website. It can be your lead generation platform. And how you can actually do it is not oversharing. It's not like Instagram where you need to post 6 times per day. But on LinkedIn, we are speaking about trust. Because when content is no longer advantage, the main thing on LinkedIn is the trust, is the credibility, that you are sharing the things that are proven, that you can actually help people with, and that you share the value. And this is why we are #1 LinkedIn marketing agency worldwide, mainly focusing on personal brands, because there is a new trend in marketing. It's already in the US, everybody is using personal branding. Here in Europe, it's more that a lot of people are behind the logo, and we mainly use the personal branding on LinkedIn because this works. LinkedIn is social media like any other, like Instagram, like TikTok. It's just more professional. But it means that everything is driven from your personal profile to your company page. Because at the end of the day, somebody needs to be the administrator of the company page. It might be assigned to you, to your marketing department, and all of the information that the company page has on LinkedIn is coming from the people who are the administrators. Therefore, if you, for example, have some LinkedIn marketing agency that is actually doing your management of LinkedIn and they just do your company page, it probably doesn't work. You probably just get maximum 20 likes, no comments, no community building, no traffic, no monetization, no driven revenue into your business. So these are some examples. Here you can, for example, take photos of how a LinkedIn profile should look like with driving revenue into the business, with a clear CTA, call to action, with written headline, which is actually which is also taken by AI, by the way. So if you have really well written this headline, then the AI is actually reading it, and then you can even end up in ChatGPT as #1, for example, AI model creator or something like this. So these are the different examples, what we do for people. We revamp their LinkedIn profiles, but also much more. And here are also company pages. So here you can see that you cannot do a lot of like creative stuff around because it's much more like simple in this case, but it's really important to have it optimized so that people know what you do, what your company does. But we mainly use company as a signal buyer in LinkedIn marketing, meaning that we drive traffic into you as a person because people trust you, they trust your face. And then if people actually did all of the different actions, meaning they actually went on your profile, they read what you have out there, they even connected with you, they put a like, they put comment, they even wrote you a message, and they even followed your company. That's a lot of work, but that means that this is a signal buyer, that these people are actually interested in your product, in what you have to say. So I already told you in 2019, when I started to post, when I started with my kind of career as an IT engineer, I decided to do marketing campaign around me because I was just sitting on my chair and waiting for employer to save me. And I was chasing them. I wrote like 300 emails per day. I even had an Excel sheet of the companies because I started to apply to the same companies many different times. And they were like, yeah, just don't write us anymore. And I'm like, okay, but I'm just sitting here like a freshly graduate and I want to just make impact. And this was my first post. Don't take a photo. This is not a good example of how to do post. I use it rather as like how to not do post. So this looks like something like, you know, the emails I don't know, it was like a trend like 10 years ago, like if you don't send it to 20 people, then something bad will happen to you. So it looked similar like this. And even I reshared another person post, which don't do it. And I see it 9 out of 10 times that people always do it, that they reshare with thoughts another post, and they do it with their own company, they do it with other creators, and it's because they just want that there is like some likes on their profile that they actually want to be hidden by, but never use this function. And people are asking me about, Marie, why this function is on LinkedIn when I should not use it? And I'm like, ask this LinkedIn, don't ask me. We are collaborating with LinkedIn, we are also on LinkedIn Learn, but this function, just don't use it. Don't repost with your thoughts. Do it only repost such as, but I don't want to get there. Maybe I will get into that function only on the repost, how you can actually drive more engagement into your post, but just don't do this. This is not good. Which leads me to the comments. So there are different strategies how you can actually drive traffic into your LinkedIn. So let's say that you have the most amazing profile, you are the AI leader, you're CEO, founder of your company, and then you are posting and there is like 1-2 likes and you don't know how to actually increase engagement. We usually do this by commenting, because you should always imagine that LinkedIn is like traditional networking, and LinkedIn wants to build community. LinkedIn wants that people communicate together, and you should not see it as social media. People are always like, yeah, but Marie, like I have priorities, I have to-do lists, I have people to take care of. Like, do I really need to spend time on LinkedIn? And I'm like, if there would be a client who tells you that they give you 50K per month, you just need to spend 30 minutes during the weekday, every day, from Monday to Friday, would you take that client? I mean, usually people tell me yes. I see some people nodding like yes. And this is how you should approach LinkedIn. LinkedIn is your client because there is the traffic. And during the time when you are on LinkedIn, you should provide insights, you should provide expertise. And one comment equals one post. It doesn't mean that you should not post, but you should more build your network by commenting. And you might know that on LinkedIn you have something like first, second, and the third, and you should always comment outside of your network, meaning on the second and the third. And here, for example, your comment has gained 419 impressions. We even have with our clients much bigger engagement and much bigger impressions. Impressions means profile views, so that means how many people actually viewed that specific comment. And we even have more views of comments sometimes than on the posts. And if you take the value of how long you spend on one post to design it, to think about it, what people will like, writing captions, and how long you spent with one comment, just writing insight on some post, it's quite a clear value here. So for example, for this comment, we have gained over 1,000 impressions. I will also tell you why I'm speaking about it and how this can drive revenue into your business in a bit. But here, for example, in comparison with the post got 1,445. It was like super like design oriented, like we spent like hours on it, whereas here just a comment gained almost the same amount of impression. Voila! But why the comments are so important also in connection to your profile. So I told you about that headline, which actually is also taken by AI. So if you are positioning yourself as an authority, then this headline is also shown in the comments. Meaning that if you, for example, comment on really big profiles of your favorite creators, then all of the people who are commenting under that post, they see what you do. So for example, here the first sentence is taken from the headline. So this is so important section that a lot of people, they for example write architect and that's it. But then you are actually losing these 419 people. These are not impressions, these are people who actually, based on your insight, if it makes sense, they will actually see what you do and they connect with you. They probably realize that they need somebody like you and that you are the talent that they were looking for really long time. So I told you about this post. And this is the repost that I was talking that I will maybe get into. And this is what you want to do. Never do the repost with your thoughts. Always do the repost like this. What I do, for example, on my profile and on also our client's profile is that I post myself personally. I don't say that you should do the same too. I'm posting on daily basis. For you, you should post if you want to grow 3 times per week, if you want to be relevant in the industry 1 time per week. And then during the day, I'm posting around 9-10 a.m. European time, and I am reposting my own post even 6-8 times during that day. Why I am doing so? I want to tell you a bit more about the algorithm of LinkedIn. Because one post is seen by one user only 1 time. Meaning that if I'm reposting my own post 8 times, one user is going to see my post 8 times. And I don't want to tell that people are stupid, but our brains are quite magical. So it means that if I'm appearing on the feed for one user 8 times during the day about a specific topic, they are connecting me with that specific challenge, with that specific topic, with that specific industry, and this is why it's so important to repost. Then the next day, I'm posting again, and I am deleting all of these reposts because I just don't want to look silly. But when I see this kind of tactic on somebody's profile, I know that they know what they are doing. So it's quite important. Never use this, repost with the thoughts, use the repost. So I told you that I did the marketing campaign about my skills when I was sitting and like chasing employers. So I then decided to actually speak rather about, for example, lessons learned. So lessons from the entrepreneurship, also about challenges, about the things what I dealt with, also about the expansion abroad. Right now our company is based on the 2 continents. I have company in Belgium and also in the US, Miami, and for example, insights from technology and innovation. You might be like, yeah, but we are here speaking about personal brand. And of course, like a personal brand is important. And many founders, they are telling me, but Marie, I don't want to tell to people that I'm running every morning. And you don't need to tell it to people. You can use these different 4 things, what you can tell them. But if you are a founder, if you're a CEO, then think about who is your ideal client, who you are actually attracting. Is it high ticket? Because LinkedIn is very well known for large deals, meaning that your client probably is doing certain activities on daily basis. Might be, for example, they might be in yacht club, they might go to the gym, they might be running too, they might do certain activities and certain hobbies. And don't tell people that you are running every morning for the sake of telling them that, but use it as a strategy to connect with like-minded people. Because if you take your company seriously, you want to tell them about your activities and you want to speak with people who are disciplined, you want to speak with people who are consistent and who really mean what they are doing, and they probably have similar hobbies like you, and then if you jump on a call with them, you will already have connection and the similarities. After the 6 months, I actually, when I was still sitting on the chair chasing employers, I received DM from European Commission saying, we really like what you do here on LinkedIn and also on your website. Can you jump on a call? And I thought that it's a scam, like it's a DM, like that somebody sends you on Instagram. Like they sent it to me in 2019 on LinkedIn. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's jump on a call. And they asked me if I have a company and if I can give them my services. And I was like, yeah, sure, I have company. And then I jumped off the call and I Googled how to establish company in Belgium. Because this is how the entrepreneurship always starts, right? You just don't wake up and you say, yeah, I know exactly how entrepreneurship works. So I actually established company Marioli LLC with focusing on marketing on LinkedIn, with the first client being European Commission. And since then, we are helping others to get valuable partnership like this. Which brings me to the fact that you should understand by now the difference between the personal brand and the company. why you should have the personal profile up to date and also your company page, but what is the difference? Because if you don't have a logo like this, meaning Apple, or like that, meaning Microsoft, then people just don't trust your logo. And if you are behind that logo, that you are always like putting your logo first and not your face, then it will never increase the credibility about what you do. So people trust people, and people buy from people. I just want to give you a really quick here example. Who knows Alex Hormozy? Raise your hand. He's really a big mind when it comes to the digital marketing. This is me in acquisition.com in Las Vegas last year, and this is his wife. He holds a Guinness World Record. And who knows this? Stephen Bartlett, Diary of CEO, really good guy from YouTube. And what they have in common. So I want you to focus on the followers. Here we have almost 900,000 followers on LinkedIn. Then I went on experienceacquisition.com, and here we can see 57,000 followers on company page. I did the same on Instagram, almost 4.3 millions on Instagram, 22,000 followers on company page. Then I went on X. On X, 1 million followers. The acquisition.com, 107 followers. The same you can do with the Stephen Bartlett. I actually didn't know that he even has a company called Steven.com, to be honest. And you can do the same exercise. So why LinkedIn? LinkedIn has 1% of content creators in comparison with Instagram, which has 47, which means that you can grow pretty fast. Also, there is 2 times bigger purchasing power than on your website. So you can actually sell more, simply said. There are also high-ticket clients, 42% large deals. We, for example, have clients who do millwork and they sign contracts like with Rolex, 1 million plus deals. It's possible on LinkedIn. And 38% higher efficiency in B2B. So how you can do that, I will just do this quickly because we are running out of time, but this is the whole deal flow. So you want to be visible, you want to be on the feet of the people, you want to create trust and the credibility. I see that some people are already having their phone, that's great because this is exactly the whole point. And then the conversation, you take them into the DM when you raise the trust, and when you are on the call with them, then you make the deal. This is the whole ecosystem behind the LinkedIn, how you can actually drive the revenue into it, because you can meet really great partners, really great suppliers, like for example, European Commission. So where comes the AI? So today I use AI to research faster, generate ideas, repurpose content because I'm also available on other platforms like YouTube, analyze markets, but AI cannot never ever replace my story, my experience, what I have went through. This is what people are really interested in and what distinguishes you from AI, my failures and my opinions. So those are the things that people connect with at the end. And you can put AI photo, but if you don't tell people these things in your post, then they will never connect with you. So if you want to earn the trust, then we can jump on a call together. So here is the QR code if you want to schedule a call with me, and I can actually help you to run through the strategy. So this is a 30-minute strategy call with me about the LinkedIn. So we will look at exactly your business model, about what you want to achieve from LinkedIn, and we will create the tailored strategy with you. So yeah, I see that some people still have the camera. And here is also my social handles. I would also like at the end to take a photo with you so that I can then tag you. So don't hesitate to connect with me, and then I will tag you. So if you can say LinkedIn. LinkedIn! A bit silly at the end, but yeah, this is all what content creation is about. And I thank you so much for your attention. I hope that you have enjoyed this insight into LinkedIn, and I will be here for a bit so you can speak with me also still outside. So thank you very much. It was pretty on the time, no?
Yeah, Everything is okay.
I will just take my gadgets. Sorry.
Okay. And I will take your camera.
Yes.
Okay.
This is when the men have easier life than women. Hi.
It was amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
You crossed my thoughts about LinkedIn. I have never thought about it as a social media network.
Oh.
That's really great. Thank you so much.
Glad to hear that.
Can I make a picture of
Yeah,
you?
sure.
You're so amazing.
Thank you. Thank
it
you
was
so
really
much.
great
Thank
and
you so
beautiful.
much. Thank you so much. It really means the word to me.
Congratulations for your speech.
Oh,
It's very
thank
nice,
you. Thank
inspiring.
you very
Can we
much.
take a picture
Yeah,
together?
sure.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.